Have you been thinking about buying a home, but you just don't know where to start? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to give you 12 steps to buying a home. Hey, this is Nora Spangler with Rogue Real Estate in Bend, Oregon. And I get a lot of questions about, am I ready to buy a house? Can I buy a house now? I'm so excited and I found a house and I want to put an offer in. It's like, wait a minute, let's put the brakes on and go backwards a little bit and talk about what do you need to do to prepare to buy a house. Step number one is financial. So think about your budget. And is your spending and your budget, are those under control? Do you have a lot of high interest debt or anything like that to be concerned about? You're going to want to think about your down payment, first of all. And that means you're going to have to talk with a lender and you're going to have to get qualified and find out what kind of a down payment is affordable for you. Do you have liquid funds to do this down payment? And then combine that with your down payment and your monthly mortgage payment. What is your down payment going to be? What is comfortable for you in your current financial situation? A down payment can be anywhere from 3.5% on an FHA loan, which is a government-backed loan. 5% is a typical down payment on a conventional bank loan, so not backed by the government. And then you can go up from there. And 20%, if you can hit that 20% down payment mark, then you're doing really great and you will not have to pay any mortgage insurance. So step two, I mentioned a little bit earlier, which is just, how is your credit? Do you have a lot of unsecured debt like credit cards? Those need to be taken care of. High interest credit cards or even some student loan, any kind of car loans, just any outstanding debt that you have is going to put a limit on how much you can borrow for this home purchase. So a little bit of debt is okay, but if you have a ton of debt, it's going to cause a problem for you buying a home. Number three is to get pre-qualified, preferably from a local lender. So topic number four is, when should I buy? Well, I say you should buy when you're financially ready, committed, and when you want to buy, when you're ready. There's really it's just like the stock market. You can't time the real estate market. You can't say there's a best time or a worst time to buy. Whenever you're ready and you have the funds, then that's the time to buy. Now, there are some trends in real estate that you can consider. Fall and winter, you might get a little bit of a discount. You might have lower prices in the fall and winter. There's just less competition for you as a buyer, but there are also fewer homes on the market. So if you're really picky about the home you're looking for, if you're looking for that unicorn home, then you're probably going to have to wait till spring and summer when there's many more homes on the market. However, you will probably pay a higher price in spring and summer. So 6 of one, half dozen the other. Really, anytime you're ready to go, I say that's the best time to purchase. Another question I get a lot is there going to be a recession? Are home prices going to go down? Should I wait? Well, if you keep waiting and waiting for a recession to happen, you're going to miss out on a big investment opportunity. So I say if you're qualified and there's an affordable mortgage opportunity for you, if you're currently renting, you want to get out of that situation, just go ahead and do it. Real estate is a long-term investment. Don't buy if you're thinking you're just going to try and sell this house in 2 years. Real estate is not great for short-term investing because it's very risky. We don't know what the market's going to do. Okay, so I have a confession to make. I forgot step 6. So yes, I'm in a different outfit and I'm recording this the following day. So here is step 6 in the process of buying a home, and that is you've got to decide on 5 yes, Only five. Five must-have items for this home. And then you can make a longer list of maybe 10 want-to-have items. Things like location, how far you are from your work or your kids' schools, maybe how many bedrooms and bathrooms are a minimum that you must have, or you could say it as square footage. Don't make these things too restrictive because you want to open up as many homes, to look at as possible. So think about where you currently live, whether you're renting or you own your home, and look at the things that you don't like about your home now and the things you want to have or must have in your new home. Then go ahead and make a longer list of 10 or more, try and keep it to 10, want to have items. So maybe things like you really would like to have a 3-car garage, or you'd like to have a 3/4 acre lot, but a 1/4 acre or a 1/2 acre lot would do just fine. So then make your wish list, and between these two things, that will really help you narrow down homes that you can look at. Should I use a realtor is a question I do get asked. What do you think my answer is? Of course you should use a realtor. Actually, using a realtor as a buyer, it doesn't cost you anything. My commission is going to be paid by the seller of whatever home you decide to purchase. They are going to be under contract with their realtor for a percentage of the sale price. Let's say it's 5%. So the realtor listing the home is going to take a portion of that commission, and then they're going to share it with me because I am bringing them a buyer. There's really absolutely no benefit to you to not use a realtor. It could cost you tens of thousands of dollars if you make a mistake or if you don't negotiate properly. How long will it take to purchase a home? Well, homes right now in Bend can be on the market anywhere from 90 to over 100 days is kind of average, which means that they are going under contract within the first 30 to 60 days, because it takes about 30 to 45 days to close on a home if you have a loan involved. So how many homes do you need to look at before you make an offer? Well, I suggest you look at as many as you possibly can, because it's an education process for you as the buyer, and it has to happen in person with you physically going to homes, looking at homes, smelling homes, looking at the backyard, the deck, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, and then what's the sale price. And you will learn what your realtor already knows, but since you're purchasing this home, you just really have to get out there and look at as many as possible, so that when that really special one comes on the market and your realtor calls you and says, "Hey, a great home just came on the market. Do you want to go see it?" You say, "Yes, we want to go see it because we know that's a really good deal." So how do you make an attractive offer on a home in Bend? Well, that can depend on what price point the home is at, but in the lower price range, anything under $400,000, it's pretty competitive. And so what you want is to have a decent amount of earnest money on the table. So offer at least 1%, maybe 1.25% of the price of the home as earnest money. Have your loan pre-approval ready to go. I do suggest that home buyers write a nice letter to the seller and just talk about your dreams for the home, why you fell in love with their home, what you liked about it, and just how you can see yourself living in it, because a lot of times it really does make a big difference. So let's say you get an offer accepted. Yay! Happy day! I love it when my buyers' offers get accepted. Now you need to do a home inspection. And it's so important because, the seller is required to reveal anything they know about the home, but what about what they don't know? They don't know that their furnace is about to fail or that there's water dripping under their house. But you hire an inspector who's going to crawl under the house, and they're going to check everything from the roof to the basement to the crawl space, the exterior, everything. And they're going to let you know what they find out. And last but not least are your closing costs, which of course involve fees from both your lender and the title company who's going to do a title search on the property and make sure it's good to go with a clear title. And there's just a lot of fees that kind of all get bundled up, and we call those closing costs. And those generally are about 1% of the purchase price of the home. And you can sometimes get the seller to contribute to those. So it's always worth an ask. Ask them to give you $1,000 or $1,500 towards your closing costs. And you may have to bump up your offer a little bit, or at least give them a full price offer. You know, oftentimes they will go ahead and give you that credit towards your closing costs. So there's your 12 steps to purchasing a home. And if you need help in Bend, I'm here for you. So if you give me a thumbs up on my video, click the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll get notified each week when I put out a new video.